Hey guys, my name is Betsy. Thanks so much for tuning into our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to try to recreate a look that I did about 10 years ago, so please tune in for my glow up. The look that I'm gonna recreate was, I think I was like 21 years old and I was like heavy in the club scene, and for some reason I thought I could wear like all of these really bright ass colors, and it's really bad, guys. So I'm gonna try to do this look some justice because this was a really good time in my life, and if you see this picture you can see that, you know, I was having a lot of fun with colors. So I'm gonna try to do that now, because now that I'm a mom I don't really play with a lot of colors, so this is a little bit out of my comfort zone now, but it was definitely in my comfort zone back then. So it's kind of like a tribute to my old self and my party girl self. So if you look up here, this is me 10 years ago. I think this was like 2010, maybe 2011, something like that. But yeah, so this was me when I was partying a lot, and I really liked color. The more pigment, the better. So I'm gonna try to do that, and I think I'm gonna be able to accomplish it because the Vida GLam stuff is really pigmented. So I don't think I'll have any issues with the pigment. I think it'll just be execution because I've been out of this game for a while. Okay, so in this look what I did was I had a really bright eye, like a really pink eyelid, and then I tried to smoke it out a little bit with some black eyeshadow, which we have those tones in the Extra AF palette. Because I think that's a little bit of a strong look for me now, I think I'm still gonna go with the pink, but then I think I wanna bring in the naughty nudes and kind of warm it up with more of an earthy tone. Just because I think the black is a little bit too harsh on me right now. I don't really see myself wearing that like on a day-to-day basis, so I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more natural, a little bit more wearable, you know, like 9 to 5 type of look. And then in this picture my blush is really pink. I'm gonna try to mute that a little bit more, and I'm gonna focus a little bit more on my contouring rather than like really bright blush. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and comment down below if you like this video, if there's any other type of video that you'd like to see. Let us know what we can do for you. Okay guys, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is something that I didn't do back then because I just wasn't aware of a lot of the things or a lot of the tricks that you could do to make your makeup last longer or just blend better. But before, I never really wore a base for my eyeshadow, and it clearly translates in the picture from 10 years ago. So what I usually do is I just take a concealer and then I use that as a base for my eyelid. And I don't like to do a lot, but my eyes show my veins, so I definitely want to cover that just so that I get like a really clear and concise tone when I actually apply the eyeshadow, whatever tone that may be or whatever color that may be. So if you're light skinned like I am, I think you know my struggle when it comes to these veins, girl. And as far as the rest of my skin, all I did was wash my face and moisturize. I haven't done primer on the rest of my face yet, but I'll be doing that once I'm done with my eyes. That way if I have any fallout or anything, I can just wipe it off and then start from there. So I'm gonna start with the pink shade in the Extra AF palette. In the picture I have it in my lid, so I think what I'm gonna do is start that way as well, and then bring in some browns on the corners. So I'm going to use the flat brush from the Vida GLam Cosmetics, and then I'm just gonna try to pack it in on my lids as much as possible. And I love this pink. It kind of looks like, it reminds me of like disco, which I guess is kind of what I was doing back in the day. I was going to the disco a lot. I kind of like the way this pink looks with this denim shirt I'm wearing. It's kind of like 80s. So now what I want to do is I'm gonna take the Vida GLam Cosmetics angled brush, and I'm gonna start with this shade. It's almost like a nude color, but because it's so, like, it's a little darker than my eyes, so I'm gonna use it to just kind of give myself an idea as to where I want like the warmer tones to be without actually going into a really dark color. So it's kind of just like a way to trace it before I commit to the darker color. What I'm really doing is I'm deciding what eye shape I want to give myself when I'm doing this. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just kind of blend it in. So when this picture was taken, I was really into like really bright colors. And then a few years after, I started working in cosmetics. And what's really weird is that when this picture was taken, I was so into like bright colors, and the more and more I worked in cosmetics, the more and more muted down my eyes became. So that's really weird in my opinion. So like something went wrong there, right? Like who do I have to talk to? I wonder if I can get in contact with my past employers, be like, what happened? What was in the water y'all were giving me? And why don't I like all these bright colors anymore? That would be a cool segment, right? I track down my old bosses. Like, hey, real quick, why don't I like the color pink as much anymore? So what I'm gonna do is, I kind of like the eye shape that I give myself. Like the pink is not so overpowering, it's really just on the lid. I haven't decided if I wanna bring it up higher or not. In the picture, it wasn't that high, but I think with my eyebrow shape, maybe I should bring it a little bit higher. But a lot of the way that I do my makeup, I'm just pretty much winging it the entire time. And I just tweak it and tweak it and tweak it until I just like it. So bear with me. And I'm just taking the darker shade in the Naughty Nudes palette. What I like about this palette is that you can really build your color, so you can go really light by just grabbing like very little of each color, or you just can continue to build it up and build it up. What I'm gonna do now is for my brow bone, I'm just gonna grab the pink shade in the All Glowed Up palette. For some reason, I feel like the highlight is really important, but I like this pink shade because, again, I don't know, it just reminds me of a more natural look. I really like the gold and the champagne shades as well as the white, but the pink, I'm just so drawn to it for some reason. And I guess going with our pink theme, I'm gonna use that under my brow bone and just along my eyebrow. This is giving me like Neapolitan ice cream vibes. The pink with the like browns. And now I feel like I should have some ice cream. So again, because I'm grabbing very little of the browns, I don't want to overdo it. So I just want to bring in a little bit at a time, just because I've never practiced this look. Then what I like to do is just grab a brush that doesn't have any product in it and just try and blend everything together. So this makes sure that I'm not going to be adding any more color. I'm simply blending what's already there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a liner brush and I'm going to put a little bit of setting spray on it. And again, because I don't really like really harsh lines, I'm just going to use the brown eyeshadow as my eyeliner versus like black eyeliner. I do like black eyeliner, but I feel like for today I wanted to do more of a day look, so I'm sticking with the browns. And I always hold my eyelid when I do this. I don't know, I feel like everybody has their own way of doing their eyeshadow, but this is the way that I do it. And so again, I don't want like a harsh line. I want this to be as soft as possible and as earthy as possible, just because I feel like that's kind of my style. Like if it were up to me, I would be in chanclas all day. So I guess I would say my style is chancla chic. And I'm a mom now, so I feel like as a mom, as a Hispanic mom, you become one with the chancla. So like my daughter doesn't even know what's coming. I've been preparing for this moment all my life. I've been wearing chanclas all my life. And now I'm a mom. And now it's my time to shine. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. And then I'm gonna get into the rest of my face. So this is also something that back in the day I didn't realize how important it was to start off with like a good foundation. So this is just a primer. And I like to press it into my face because I feel if I move my hands around my face, it's kind of just wasting product. Like the product's gonna end up concentrated in one spot versus, you know, evenly throughout your face. And I have a lot of freckles, so really where I focus my primer is like around here in my nose, just because I want an even look. So I'm gonna do my foundation now, and I'm going to use the Vida GLam Cosmetics Kabuki brush. This brush is so awesome. Like, it gets everything really smooth. It blends really well. And so this is currently my favorite brush. And that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Just kidding. I make the weirdest faces. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use some powder to set my face. And I'm using the setting brush from Vida GLam Cosmetics. It's really cool because it's angled just enough so where you can get all your nooks and crannies. But then also it blends really well. And I'm just using a pressed powder because I'm not baking. Usually if I bake, I'll use a loose powder. So now what I'm gonna do is my eyebrows. This is another thing that when I was younger, I never really did my eyebrows, and I have terrible eyebrows. Like, who was I kidding? I don't know why, I just never did that. Again, my eyebrows, I want them to look pretty natural. So I really just fill in where I feel that I need some more. And then I just take my spoolie and I like blend it in that way. I feel like doing your eyebrows really completes a look, and so I feel like looking back at my pictures from back then, a lot of my looks just seemed incomplete. And I think it was because I didn't know better. I wasn't really focused on my foundation or my eyebrows. I just wanted my look to be all about like crazy eyeshadow, which is cool, you know? But if I could go back in time, I would definitely tell my younger self, like, girl, get your eyebrows did. Now I'm gonna take the angled brush from the Vida GLam Cosmetics. This is a really cool brush too. I use it to bronze my face because I'm so light complected. Once I got into bronzer, that's it. Like, that thing saved my life. And so I just make like a really harsh line, like an outline of what I'm gonna do with the bronzer. These brushes are cool because the bristles are synthetic. I feel like it blends really, really well. And I just kind of grab the bristles together because I'm lazy. I could use another brush, but I don't. And then I'll like contour my nose. Now I'm gonna do some blush. I feel like before, like in that picture, I was wearing like a ton of blush, and I guess I just didn't know how to spread it out evenly. And I feel like I've gotten a little better at that. But maybe in 10 years I should do another video about this video, and then maybe 10 years from now I'll be super judgy the way I am now. We are our own worst critics. Now I'm taking the fan brush, and again I'm just going to use that pink shade again from the All Glowed Up palette, and I'm just going to highlight my face. I'm going to bring some color under my eyes, so I'll use this brush. So what I'm gonna do now is just line my lips a little. I have really tiny lips, but I feel like when I line my lips, whatever I'm putting on, like lipstick or lip gloss, it just lasts longer. So now I'm just gonna use like a pink tone lipstick on top of what I just lined. And there you go. So I'm almost done. What I'm gonna do now is just put setting spray on my face, and then I'm just gonna finish with some mascara. I go really crazy with the setting spray, like if it was so cheap. And so then I'm just going in with the mascara. I always start at the root, kind of like make sure I get in there. And then I blink. And this is just my version of like work smarter, not harder. So I blink and I let the eyelashes do it for me. Again, I'm a mom, I'm lazy, guys. Okay guys, so this is as good as it's gonna get. What do you guys think? Could I wear this every day to the office? I think so, right? I think I want to try this again because I'm kind of like really liking the pink now. I know earlier in the video I said I wasn't really into colors, but I don't know. I might just get back into colors again. So I'm actually kind of proud of this look. I actually really liked it. Like I said, I'm kind of wondering, should I try one of the brighter colors now? Like, it's kind of getting me excited to try more looks. Let me know down in the comments if you liked it, what you don't like, what can I do better. Your feedback definitely matters. I feel like I need some practice. So let me know if you want to practice with me. So I hope you guys really like this glow up video. There's more glow up videos in our YouTube channel that you can check out, as well as we're working on some more. Again, my name is Betsy. You can find me on Instagram as Betsy on Fire. That's BETSEE on Fire. Stay tuned for some more content, and make sure to subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all over social media. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.